some fresh ground pepper. And that is ready to go. So put that out and ready for serving. Hopefully, now it's time to check on our steak. Got a lot of things going on here, but I think we're doing great. Oh, that side is looking good too. Really, really nice. I think I'm gonna flip it one more time. Oh, char this other side. Maybe turn up the fire just a tad. Now remember our meat testing technique. Now I'm trying to cook this about medium. So medium is if you take your hand like this. Rare would be with your hand just loose, but medium is with your hand a little bit clenched like that. So it's gonna be hot, but I'm gonna test that. Oh yeah, see that's pretty nice and tough. Not tough, but it's starting to feel a little more like this than rare. So I think this might actually be done, which is great. Oh yeah, it's a beauty. Okay. Let me grab the serving dish for that, and I'll just set that right on here. I'm gonna let that go ahead and, no, I'm not gonna touch it for a while, just let it set, because it's still cooking and it's just really separating all those juices. And this would be a good time to add a tiny bit more salt. You don't wanna oversalt your meat, but good time to add that, and maybe a little more pepper. Oh man. This is looking good. Wow, that turned out fabulous. So we've got that ready to go, and we'll cut that in just a second. Now, while we're waiting for the potatoes to finish, we're gonna make a quick red wine sauce to go over the meat, and it's so easy. There's no chopping, nothing involved. What we have here is some wonderful brown bits and all this great flavor from when we cook the steak. So we're gonna keep using that. Now, when you're making a reduction or a sauce like we're gonna make here today, remember that the oil itself won't reduce. It doesn't have any water in it, so it is not going anywhere. But I think we're gonna be okay. The water, on the other hand, or the wine that we're gonna use, does have water in it, and that will reduce. So we're gonna add, first, we're gonna add about a tablespoon of butter. That had a really great flavor. You always heard about steak with a little pat of butter on top. Well, this adds that great flavor. And it's not, 1 tablespoon for 2 people, that's okay. You can have a little fat. So we're just gonna mix that around in there, let that melt. Oh, that's looking really nice. And you'll notice that I did turn the fire off because the oil was so hot. What I don't want to happen is when you add water to hot oil, it can really kind of blow up. So make sure your oil is not too hot before you add this wine, because the wine has high concentrated water and sugar. We'll pour about, half a cup or so of some red wine in there. And that's a perfect opportunity to use. Maybe you drank some red wine the night before and you have some left over. Go ahead and cook with that. Okay, this is ready to go. And I'm going to turn this back on to a medium-low heat so we're not getting too hot. Actually, about a medium should be good. And we're going to just kind of let that heat up. And it'll start bubbling and thickening. And it's going to be, you can smell that red wine in there, but we're going to cook the alcohol off so you'll end up with just this great, flavorful, juicy sauce to pour over your steak. I love it. Looking good. I think I'll add a touch more salt and pepper in there just for flavor. All right, starting to bubble up. Don't worry, this is what we want. It's to be expected because we're wanting that when it bubbles, the water is coming out and it's reducing into a thicker consistency, which is exactly what we want. And I think this might be a good time to grab our roasted potatoes while we're letting this heat up. We've got to be quick though, because this is gonna boil up fast. So let me run over and grab those potatoes. Okay. Oh, give it a quick stir. Turn it down just a little bit.